My family, we live 10 blocks from what used to be the World Trade Center. If you look behind me, this is the umbrella building, and behind it we used to have a vision of the Twin Tower. Actually, it was beautiful.
In the days after September 11th, jewelry designer Udi Behr's Lower Manhattan neighborhood remained devastated.
And what I saw was deserted with police, rescue workers, firefighters, Con Edison, not one person on the street. It was how we'll imagine hell. I remember it in black and white. I don't remember color. Gray. I decided at that moment that I have to get this neighborhood organized. And what people need now is compassion and information in a simple way via flyers.
And Udi stood up and said, you know, we have to take care of people on a people-to-people basis. And so I agreed. A number of us did, and we met with him, I said, the next day, and sort of came up with the idea of trying to help the community. And so one of the things we did is we made these information bulletins.
For many in Udi's neighborhood, these bulletins were a vital first step as thousands tried to cope with the horror around them. The next step was to reaffirm the human spirit.
And I told them, guys, I think we should do a party. And they looked at me and said, okay, when? I said, in 4 days. I said, what? I said, we have to do it now. We really have to get people out of the houses. We have to get the kids moving. We have to show the kids that there is life. Tonight, we're going to put flyers. We need volunteers to the party.
One of the flyers said, let's put on a party for the children. If you want to help, come to Jaffa Cafe. We didn't introduce ourselves. I didn't know who the other people were. People were volunteering to do this, that, and the other. And he said, okay, we need food. And I said, well, I'm not quite sure where we're going to get it, but I do know a lot of restaurants in the neighborhood. That's about all I know. And he said, fine, you're in charge of the food.
So as everybody was doing flyers, I was searching for a place. I'm in Tribeca, downtown. All the places are closed. People are restaurants are out of food. And I'm looking for a space to throw a party.
Searching block by block, door to door, Udi finally found the space he needed. An old historic firehouse owned by photojournalist John Alpert.
Udi showed up at the firehouse here and he says, I got an idea. Why don't we try to have an event that we can bring all the people together? We don't have a place to meet. Let's meet here at the firehouse.
And then a community of former strangers came together to make the unlikely party a heartfelt reality.
We opened the door at 11 o'clock and people are starting to come in. And more people are coming in. And more people are coming in. And before we know it, it's 2,000 people.
That's actually when I started to cry, when I saw the firemen from our local firehouse who had lost so many people, and they were playing with the kids, and it was the things that kid and firemen do, but it had the whole overlay of the sadness and the loss of the people that had died at the Trade Center.
It was 11 days after this disaster, and the thing that absolutely stopped me in my tracks is to hear the laughter of children. I hadn't heard one laugh, hadn't seen one smile in 11 days.
This is the last image of the skies of New York I would like kids to remember. This is great. My daughter Sapir went to school under the Twin Tower, PS 234, and she wrote this beautiful poem that was published in the New York Times. After I read the poem, I knew she's gonna be okay.
My heart racing, tears in my eyes, sirens yelling in my ear. I felt it. Fear in me, friends in my arms, more tears from each of us coming. I knew it. I'm shaking, I hear nothing. my world got shut down. I saw it. Sadness came a hold of us. Terrified was I. But good things will blossom out of this. I know it.
My wife, my daughter, my son are heroes.
People that stayed in the neighborhood, whatever they had in the house, whatever food they would bring to the restaurants, and then we'll create whatever menu we can create to feed everybody. There's a lot of things to do, and I need my kids to do things. You have to understand that you have power in a moment that you feel more powerless than ever. And the moment you understand that there are things you can do, you're on a road to recovery. You're doing okay.
So the Africa Fest is about 4 blocks from the World Trade Center.
All the benches that you see behind me, firefighters were sleeping on all the benches at night because they came here voluntarily from other states and they had nowhere to stay. Once you do something good, it makes you feel so much better.